what's up, my peoples? Emko here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform Toyeasy Titan. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring up his butt plate here, and then we're going to take the legs and we're going to bring them down. They're on a double hinge, so you just rock that down, bring that down, and rock that down. You got hinges on hinges here, so it can be kind of hard to kind of get things moving, but once you do, you just get the two halves here, and you just tab them together. Once you do that, you just bring that down. That will lock all of that in place, and then you just want to take these side panels here and just push these down. You then want to take the leg panel here and just untab it. It just tabs into a notch right here, so just undo that and just bring that forward, and then this will fold down. A little tab slot connection will happen right there, so just tab that into place. Do the same thing on the other side of the leg here, so just bring this up and over, bring that up and over, and tab that in. Then you just want to take this panel right here, you just want to untab it from the tread and bring that up. You want to come to the foot, and you want to flip in the heel, and you want to take the toe. It's on a double hinge here. Just take it, and you want to shift it all the way up, so it's looking like that. And then you want to take the foot and just rotate it out to the side, and then rotate the foot down. Once you've done that, you want to take these tread sections here. This one will just come down. This one's made up of two parts here, so you can just kind of use the hinge here. Just kind of get that out and just bring that down. And once you've done that, you can just take this and just bring this up. You do want to bend the knee for this part because you're going to take this entire assembly here. You're going to rotate it 180 and then bring it back up, and you'll have a tab slot connection that will happen right in here. Just bring that up and tab that in. Once you've done that, make sure treads are out of the way. Take this section, bring that down, and then bring this panel down. We'll just tab in right in here. Close that up, and you got that side all done, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, take these side panels here, untab them, bring it up and over, tab that in, untab it from the side, bring it up and over, tab that in, untab that, bring that up, flip in the heel, bring up the toe on that double hinge, rotate it out to the side, and rotate the foot down, bring the tread down, bring this tread out, swing this out to the side. Again, make sure you bend the knee for this step. Just rotate this around, bring that up, and get that tabbed in. Make sure that these treads are out of the way. Bring that down, tab that into place. And once you have both sides done, just take the two halves and just tab them together. Now we got that bit all done. So now for the arm, you want to take this panel here and just bring this forward. You want to take these panels here and just bring them out for now. You want to take the whole lower arm assembly here. It's on double hinge. You want to take this and just shift this so it's sitting like that. You want to take this panel here, just bring it out and just rotate it up. You then want to just untab this little section of the tread. This just goes into a little notch. Just bring that out, and you're going to take this whole section here. It's on double hinge. Just take this and swing this around, and that will just sit right there. You don't want to tab this in place just yet. You just want to leave that loose for now. And then you have this little section here. You just want to rotate that out. So now for the forearm section, first thing you want to do with the hand is you do want to flatten the hand out. So you basically just want to bend the fingers in at this knuckle here and just completely flatten that out as much as you can, and just have the thumb at the side. So you want it looking like that. Now you're going to take this panel here, and you're going to bring that out, and that will allow you to basically free this up. You want to take the hand, rotate it so the palm is facing down, and then just swing it up so it's sitting up against the forearm like that. You can just bring this up, get this out of the way, you now want to take all this and just swing it down. This bit right here is on a double hinge, so just make sure you get all those joints moving the way you need to. So you can bring this around. So it's looking like that. You want to take this little panel here and you want to bring that down. Then you want to take this whole assembly here, you want to bring it up on this double hinge and then rotate it in. So bring it up and you'll see there'll be a little tab notch connection that will happen right in here. Just line that up and tab that in. So you got it looking like that. And then you want to take this panel here, rotate it 180 and bring it down. And this will just sit a little notch right here. You basically have to kind of drop it down, sit that in place. So you got it looking like that. And second verse is just like the first. So just bring that forward. Bring these panels up to the whole lower arm and shift all of this forward on that double hinge. Just undo this little section here. Take the tread and before we do that, bring that up and rotate that up and swing all this to the other side. This side you can just tab into place right there and take this section, rotate that out, and just leave that hanging out like that for now. Same thing here, just kind of leave those hanging out like that. So again, take the hand and make sure the hand is completely flattened out. Flatten out those fingers, get that thumb right next to it, like so, and then open up side panel here, and that will free that up. Rotate the hand palm down, and then just bring that up, and just untab it from the section here, so you can bring that up. Take all of this, and rotate it down, rotate it, and again, just use these double hinges here to bring that up and over so all of that lines up. Take this panel and just flip that down. And then bring this up on a double hinge, rotate it in, and then just get all this in place. And get that tabbed in right there. Take this, rotate it, bring it down, and get it notched in right there. Get everything straightened out. And there you have those sections all done. So now you just want to extend the arms out. They're on this big double hinge here, so just extend those out because we will need the clearance here to work on this part. So then we're going to take this whole assembly here and we're just going to untab it. It does go into these little notches here. So untab that and just bring all of this just up and bring that forward like that. So what you're going to do here is we're going to take this section here, bring that up. You do want to flip out this post in here. It's going to be a little hard to do, but just get it. There we go. Just get that, rotate it out. Take these side sections here, rotate these up. So all that is sitting level. Like so, and then bring this section up like that. And then you just want to take these side sections here and just rotate them down. Rotate that down. Then you want to take this bit here, just pull it out, rotate it, and you can bring it back up. You might want to leave it just out a little bit for the next step because now you want to open this up. And then you want to take the head and just rotate all of this in like that. Close that back up. Now you can take this and just close that up. You can take this hatch here and just rotate that in. And I just want to take all this and just bring this entire assembly forward. Don't seat it in place just yet because we have to get everything else together first. So now we want to take these hinges here with the arms, and we want to bring them all the way in, like that, and then we can bring the arm in. So do the same thing on the other side. So you want to do this first. Just make sure you have all these things in their place. Push down and make sure that you have this. Try to get this as centered as possible. And once you've done that, you just kind of bring these bits in. And this part can be a little tricky, but you basically just want to bring these panels in. There's a little clip right in here that will go into a notch. So let's get that seated in place. That should just snap in. That little panel should throw itself in place right there as well. And again, do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of get everything seated the way it needs to be seated. And sometimes this can be tricky, but just be patient and just get everything lined up and get that dropped in. And everything should sit straight. And you have to just do a little bit of readjusting. Some things might pop out. But there you go. Just get everything sitting like that. And then you can get these two halves here and just tab them together. And then this panel here will just tab over that panel to lock that in place. There we go. I always end up with a little tiny gap there, but that's pretty much as close as I can get it. So once you've done that, you can take the turret and bring it down. Just kind of give it a little push, and actually it's kind of a little tab slot connection that'll just kind of like drop into. And there we go. That'll just kind of snap down into place like that. Then you can take the turret and you can just rotate it around. Oops, there we go. So you got it sitting like that. So then you want to take these sections here and you want to bring them in. The foot will just kind of tuck in right there. Now, one thing to note, you can see here as part of the tread has a notch, and that is for this little tab right here. So drop the foot in and then just kind of get this lined up and just get that pushed in. Again, just kind of use all these hinges at your disposal here to get that lined up like that. Then you can bring this up and there'll be a tab slot connection right there. So just get that in place and just push that down like that. And then you bring this section of tread and again, tab slot connection right there. Line that up, tab that in. Get all that nice and squeezed together. So it's looking like that. And then this back section here, you just want to rotate up, rotate this around, and just bring that up. A little tab slot connection right there. Just tab that in. And you got that side done. And again, second verse, just like the first. So just get that leg in. And again, just get a little section of tread sitting where it needs to sit. Bring this section up. And get that tabbed into the tread right there. Tab that in right there. So you got it looking like that. And then just rotate this up, and just keep going. Tab that into place. And the last thing to do is just bring in this cannon section here, and we'll just peg in right up front. And there you have Titan in his alt mode. And now to get him back into robot mode, we're going to take this, just unplug it, put that off to the side. And we'll just start undoing stuff here. So untab this section here, take it, rotate it, swing it around, just swing it under. And we'll just do the same thing on the other side, just untab, bring that down, rotate it, swing it under, bring that under. Then we're going to untab this section of the tread. Give it a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Get that undone. And then just push up on this section of the tread here, just to untab that. get that freed up. And now we can just take all this and just drop that down. Just undo this section of tread, just kind of pull it out. And that'll allow you to swing all that out. And same thing on the other side, so just untab, just kind of push that up, untab, and just drop this down. There's a little bit of tread undone here, so you can swing all of this out. And you can take the turret here and just kind of bring this up. It's kind of help you get things out of the way so you can untab these sections here. So you do have to be mindful of this little panel right here. You kind of want to pull this out. That way you can get that pulled up. Then you can free up this arm and just get everything untabbed. Undo that also. And just get this part unpegged. And you can just get all of this kind of swung out on those hinges. So again, same thing on the other side. Just kind of undo this little panel here with the cross. And once you get that, you can kind of unclip all that, bring that out, and just extend all these hinges out and just get that out of your way. And then you just want to take this turret and just rotate this around. You just kind of bring it up and back just so you can kind of work on this. Then you want to take this and just bring this out and just kind of rotate this like that. So you just need the clearance. You can take this hatch here, swing that out to the side, and you can now rotate these side bits up. Just get those out of your way. This panel here with the head, open that up, flip the head out, and close that back up. Take this panel here and just drop this down, rotate these sections down. Take this post here and just rotate this back in. And you can just bring that chest piece down. And then you can just take all of this and bring this back. Just bring that up and over. It'll just sit over all this. Just drop it down. And you got a couple connection points here. You have tabs right here. They'll go into these slots right here. And then you have these two tabs that'll go up in these notches right here. So a couple things that you are going to be lining up and just getting tabbed in. And let's drop that down. Get that into its notch. Just bring that down. Just get this situated so it's sitting like that, and you got that bit all done. So now we're going to just split this whole bottom section here, and we'll get started working on the legs. So first we want to take this panel here and just bring that up so you can rotate this section up and kind of drop this down. You want to again bend the knee, and that will untab this section here. And we just take that and rotate it down. Straighten the leg back out now. So now, if it hasn't done it for you already, take this section of the tread, fold that up, take this section, and just tuck it underneath. So it's just sitting like that, and then this panel will come down. It'll tab into that slot right there. Line that up, and just tab that in. Then you want to take the foot, rotate it forward, swing that under. You want to get the heel spur out. This is kind of on a tight hinge, but there is a little notch here. This little bit here has a notch you can get a fingernail in. So rotate that out and then take the toe and just bring that down. And once you've done that, just untab these panels here, straighten that out, swing it back, and that will just tab into this notch right here on the side of the knee. Same thing on the other side, just bring that up, straighten that out, and bring that back, and tab that into its notch. And there you have that leg all done. And the second verse is just like the first, so again, just get that panel up, swing this up, just bring that down, bend the knee to untab that section, rotate this around, and again, if it hasn't done it for you already, just fold that bit of tread up, take this bit of tread, and just tuck that under, bring that down, tab that in, rotate the foot forward, swing that around, get that heel out. This side is very tight. There we go. Bring that out and bring the toe down. Untab, straighten out, bring that back. Get that into its notch back there. Untab, straighten it out, and bring that back and tab it into its notch. And there you got the legs, all done. And then you just want to take his butt plate here and bring it up. You're going to take these side panels here and rotate these up. And then you just want to untab the hips and just collapse them back up on those double hinges there. Take that, collapse it back up, and then close that butt plate back up to lock that into place. So now for the arms, we're going to take this hinge here, just collapse this up into the body there, just what's sitting in there like that. And we can get all this going here. So undo the section here, bring it up like so, rotate that, make sure it's out of the way, just undo this bit here, and just rotate that out, swing that down, bring this little panel up. This bit right here, again, it's on double hinge, just kind of swing that around. So it's kind of looking like that. And then we're going to take all this and just rotate it in. There's a tab slot connection for it right there. So just line that up and get that tabbed in. Then you're going to bring the forearm down. You want to bring it down, not at the ball joint, but at the hinge here. And that'll just tab in right there. And you just bring the hand down. And then this panel will tab into the side of the wrist to lock that in place. And then you can just rotate the hand so it's oriented properly. You can open up the fingers. Get the hands in a natural position there. And we got that bit all done. And then you want to take this bit here and just flip that in. You want to take the whole tread assembly here and shift this up and over to the other side. Take this bit, rotate it down, and then just bring that back. Take this whole arm assembly here and swing it back like so. Bring this panel back, bring that panel down, bring this panel down, and this section of tread, there's a little tab, a little notch right there. Just sit that in its place, and just get that all straightened out, however you want. And there you have that arm all done. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, just untab all this, bring this up, and rotate that 180. Just untab all this, down, just rotate it back, swing that down the rest of the way, bring this little panel up, take all this and just kind of collapse those hinges in so it's looking like that. And you're going to take all this and swing this in. Again, this section is a little tight. Just get that in its place right there. It's where you can tab that in. There we go. Like so. And then just bring that down. Just tab in right there. Bring the hand down and then just close that up. That'll lock that wrist in place. Rotate the hand out. Flip out the fingies. Just do whatever you want with his hands. Like so. And then take the arm and just shift that back. And take the tread here. Shift that over to the other side. Rotate this. Bring that back. Bring this panel back. Bring that down. Bring that down. Take this bit here. Rotate that in. And then rotate this in. And just get that sitting in that notch right there. And just take that arm and just just collapse this in, get those shoulders sitting straight. Now, as far as this cannon goes, I'm going to show you how to get this in place. So you have this panel here you want to flip down, as well as this little clip right here. Don't bring it down all the way, just bring it down a little bit. So how this works is you pop off his hand, and this post here is going to go into this opening right here. So just take that and plug that in. It's a pretty tight connection, so we have to give it kind of like a little twist. A little twisty twist as you're doing it. Just get that pushed back as far as you can get it. Again, this part could be a little tricky. But anyway, once you do that, this little clip here will just clip into the back of its forearm. So you just bring that in and clip that into place. Then you just take the hand and you just get that plugged in. And then this cannon here just drops into this notch right here. Just drops in like that. And there you have Titan back in robot mode.